trying local specialty dishes. So I've come to Middendorf's restaurant in Manchac, Louisiana, because they have thinly sliced fried catfish, which is very popular here. And I'm with Horst Pfeifer. He owns this restaurant, which is dated back to, what year was it?
1934.
1934. So tell me first, Horst, I know you're originally from Germany. How did you end up in Louisiana?
Well, I came to New Orleans in '91. I opened a fine dining restaurant. Then Katrina came and I needed a job, so I bought Middendorf's. And since then, it's just an incredible ride. It's a wild ride. People thought I was crazy from a fine dining to come to a catfish house. But to learn about Louisiana traditions and about frying catfish and making like the fried catfish, the Hushpuppies. And you know, for me, a compliment, when a customer walks in the door, is 80 years old, and he tells me, I had my first meal here, and thank you for not changing anything. That's a wonderful thing.
And where do you get this catfish?
There used to be a lot of wild-caught catfish, but, you know, there's not so many fishermen. Mainly it's now raised in the states, Mississippi, Louisiana, and Alabama. People love it since it doesn't taste like, it is catfish, but we cut all the bloodline out and the fat out, so it doesn't have this strong, musty, muddy flavor like catfish normally has. And it's just lightly soaked in a salt brine and then dusted in just corn flour and meal and then fried. So, and then when it comes out of the fryer, we soak it on, lay it on this paper towels, and it absorbs all the oil, and so you can eat it with your hand, and there's no oil on your hand. It's delicious. Being farm-raised, it's actually a wonderful product since it's consistency. People want consistency, the flavor and everything, and that's what we have here. It's simple and straightforward, and so the catfish is locally raised, and we actually use real big fish, so we can make these beautiful big slices.
Ooh. So why do you cut it so thinly?
Well, Miss Josie, who started in 1934, I don't know how she started it, but everybody can come up with a theory. My theory was, you know, this was probably nobody wanted the big fish. And she cut all the fat off. Look, there's very little fat on there, no bloodline. So when you cut the fat off and the bloodline, the fish actually tasted very delicate. And then when she soaked it, we have this in a little salt brine, and we're soaking it in there. For instance, if you just slice it and bread it, it takes moisture out. Then it would be real tough like a catfish jerky. So we're soaking it for an hour and a salt brine to swell up a little bit. It's gained like 20%, but then when you fry it, we lose this moisture, but then it's still the same weight, and it has this wonderful moist and its delicate tenderness to it before it would be dried out. And so it's just corn product, so there's no seasoning in. That's another thing. Sometimes people come, oh, your fish, you know, it needs more flavor. Well, the one thing people don't understand, if you would have cayenne pepper or paprika and you put it in your oil, over the day, your oil would burn, and from 10 o'clock in the morning till 8 o'clock in the evening, the flavor profile would change. So her coming up with the recipe, Miss Josie, to have just used corn, salt water, and dipping it in there, it just comes out so delicious.
Oh, I'm getting so hungry. Let's start with the first one.
Okay, we frying, going fast here. So this fish, you see, you drain it out, and you have to gently lay it in there. Also, when we go fast, you know, you still want to shake it off, since you don't want to fill up your fryer with some meal. And I always like 4 or 5 slices in. Okay, let's see. So this one has been harder. You see how it's nice firm. And then I lay this on top. I have like 2 portions, and I lay this. And now I would start on here.
So can I try?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have washed my hands.
Yeah.
I'm sticking them in here. What?
This hand.
Why?
Why? Since you can press, you don't cross over.
You can't
Wet
cross
hand, dry hand. Wet hand, dry.
Okay. All right, so this is my wet hand?
Yep. Put more on top. Put more on top.
Okay.
No, push it down. Push it down. Come on. Push it down.
Woo!
Push it down.
Okay, and then?
Shake it off and put it in there with your dry hand. Got your left hand right in here.
Okay, you're hilarious.
Lay it in.
Stick it in here. This is my wet hand. Now my dry hand. Push it down. Push it down.
Don't rub it. Push it down.
Okay. Push it down.
Your husband called. He told me he pays me if I do this.
Exactly. All right. He knows I'm not a good cook. And then this way.
Yeah.
All right.
You always put it away.
And are we done or keep going?
One more.
One more. Okay. This is my wet hand. I'm putting this here on my dry hand. I'm pushing it down. I'm shaking it. And then I'm gently pushing it toward, I'm laying it down. Amazing. Incredible. How long do we wait now?
Now what we do is, this one you put in early, we grab this one, and put it over here.
Okay.
So it kind of weighs it down.
My goodness.
So you want it all. This normally takes like, 2 minutes, and then it's done. Okay, next, Brandy, let you take it out. So what you do is pick up the basket.
This seems dangerous.
Shake, pick it up. I'll hang it in there.
Okay. And then what do I do? Oh, I see you're dipping the basket in there. Okay.
2-hand chop.
That's very good.
So what do you think? We're creative. Look,
are these really hot to touch? Those are really hot.
You're very delicate.
I am. A delicate flower.
But look, that's how they should look. Now this one is the one you dropped straight in.
Yes.
That
looks terrible.
I didn't say it, but I appreciate you noticed.
Can I eat that?
Yeah. Now this one you taste it right now, it's just corn in it. That's why the people did it. But so to get this color and this crispiness, so if you put way more in there, they're all looking like this. So that's why they have to work it.
If you serve that, would you get in trouble?
It's still fish. The only thing when it comes like this, make sure it's not soggy. You can serve. Okay, Brandy, let's go make our hush puppies. That's our hush puppy batter.
What's the batter made out of?
Well, that's corn product, cornmeal, egg, flour, green onions, egg, and regular onions. And the story is about the hush puppies. The name came during the war. The soldiers used to take the leftover fish fry batter and made it in little baked, fried them up, and fed it to the dogs so they would shut up and kept them, hey, hush puppy.
Oh, interesting. All right, well.
That's the story I was told, so if you have a better one, tell me.
No, I don't. I don't know anything about it.
Let me show you first.
Okay.
The important is you have to make them uniform. You make like little knells, little dumplings, you see? Since you want to make them all the same, let's make sure don't make any ugly ones. We want pretty ones.
And then you just dip the actual spoon in the fryer?
Well, they kind of roll off there, yeah? Since you want a little bit of oil back on, so it goes smooth through there. You see?
And people eat this with the fish?
This is like they call it a lanyard. And it's like something for free. And they eat it with butter here. It's very special.
Ooh, this looks wonderful. And you know what the best part is?
You made it.
We made it together.
I taught you and you made it.
Yeah, well, I can't wait to just jump in here and try everything. This looks good, don't you think?
Yeah. Like I said, look at how beautiful the fish and everything.
Put the coleslaw here.
Yeah, then you can put a little bit tartar sauce on it.
Tartar sauce.
We make this here too, and it has a lot of fresh parsley, onions, horseradish, and the kick gives a little bit some mustard powder and everything. You just dip it in
cocktail sauce here. Do you want some cocktail?
No, I'm a tartar.
You're a tartar guy? Okay. It's really good. Very fluffy, very flavorful.
And look, I eat this when you barely have any, there's no grease dripping down, there's no grease on the plate. That's why I call it healthy fried seafood. And you know, a lot of people, they take it to soft fry, take it home and put it in the air fryer, then the last drop comes out, so it's real delicious.
That is such a good idea. And the coleslaw, you make this too?
Yeah. Has some celery seeds in there, a little bit some cane sugar, vinegar. It's
very refreshing, but I have to try this hush puppy. I think I made this one with the tail.
Yeah, it's
but alien-like.
It's a little bit off. And here, you know the smell of the green onions in here. And it's something so simple, and that's how the whole thing started.
The green onions are the best part. So delicious. I'm surprised how much I like that.
Well, but it's not better since you made it, right?
Is it? And I just love that this recipe has been here since 1934. And I can understand why, because it's so tasty.
90 years.
90 years. Well, cheers to you and to 90 more years and more of this beautiful thinly fried catfish. Cheers.
Prost.
Prost.